Hey Cowboys, this is Dr. Hassan coming to you about a great message about the way you can help Parkview and help do the things that we need to do around here, especially school activities. In just a few minutes, Mr. Bill Surface from Express Industries is going to tell you how to get involved and give you some processes and procedures, but more importantly, I know that some of you would like to earn those bonus points towards prizes. That's right, but in just a few minutes, he'll be right with you. So get involved, help the school out by our school-wide fundraiser, and let's do it, Cowboys. Go Cowboys!
Good morning, Cowboys. Bill Surface here. Thank you, Dr. Hassan, for introducing me. What a great day it is for us today because we're going to start a project to help our school. Have a pen or a pencil and use your desk. You won't need any paper, and we're going to take some notes here in a little bit. First of all, this is fundraising day. We're going to help our school raise money starting today. What we're going to do in our plan is we're going to spend about 5 to 10 minutes a day. We ask you to sell 1 or 2 items every day. We're going to do this for about 14 days, and we're going to set a goal of 20 items for you. And we want to make it fun, but not so fast. We'll talk about that in a minute. In order to make money, you need to have a product to sell. The product has 3 things. First of all, it has to have something for everyone. It has to be fairly priced, and it's got to make you money. We're talking about money, big money, because it takes big money for a school like Parkview. How's this program going to work, Mr. Bill? Well, I'm glad you asked, because honestly, what we're going to do, we're going to give you a brochure, a parent letter, an online store letter, and an order form. We're also going to give you a money collection envelope and an awards brochure. You're going to get that in a packet today. All of that information is going to be in there. And we start this program today. We're going to collect money and get orders at the same time. We're going to do this for 2 weeks. We'll turn everything in on October 2nd. And then we'll wait. About 2 weeks later, a big truck shows up, and if you sold items, you'll have a box in there with your customers' items inside. Check your box and make sure everything's there. Your awards will be in there too, and we're going to talk about another special opportunity for you and for your school. Now, we have trouble sometimes talking to adults because we don't like to hear this word. No, we hear it all the time. Mom, can I have $5? Nope. Dad, can I have $5? Nope. Now, girls, you know how you do this. Boys, we have a harder time. When Mom says no, you go, Daddy. Right, girls? You know that's true. Boys, you can't do that. Boys, if you walked up to Dad and go, Daddy, he's going to say, sit down, son, we're going to have a talk. So honestly, what we want to do is have something to say. We want to be very efficient in what we tell people because we want to hear more yes. Yes, we do. So how are we going to do that? Well, first of all, we need to be polite. Yes or no, sir, please, thank you. All the things that your parents have taught you to do, but sometimes we don't do. Number 2, be positive. Put a smile on your face. And ask people for their help. Don't ask them to buy anything. Hand them the brochure. Tell them who it's for, Parkview Intermediate Total School. Step back, shut your mouth, and don't say another word, and smile. They'll ask questions like, let's see, who's this for? Parkview Intermediate. Oh, okay. Do I pay for this now? Yes, you do. Can I write a check? No, I'm sorry, you can't write a check. When's it going to come in? In about 3 weeks. Oh, okay. Do you have a pen? No, I don't have a pen. That wouldn't be very smart. Make sure you have a pen because then they can fill out the order form and pay for the items. So we need to make sure we always have a pen prepared, ready to go, and we tell them our purpose. Remember, it's for the Parkview Intermediate. Okay? Now, who are we going to sell to? Well, that's easy. Adults because they have money. Yeah, lots of adults. You're around lots of adults, and if you're polite and positive, they're going to help you. Don't forget your family, boys and girls, because we have superheroes in our family that can help us by showing this to their friends and asking them to help you, and they can take orders too. The next group, neighbors. Now, we want you safe and careful. We don't want you going to all your neighbors, and you don't want to do that. You might want to go to 1 or 2 people that you know really well. Go to those that you know. Don't go to those that you don't know. No way. You don't want to hear no, you want to hear yes. Next group, relatives. Now, some relatives we live with and some relatives we don't. We can call them on the phone and or we can email them. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Don't forget family friends. Mom knows people you don't know, and guess what? You don't want to know them. Give it to Mom and let her show it to her friends. Next thing, place of worship. Some of us go to church and some of us don't. Now, boys and girls, do this before after church. Don't do it during church. Don't put it in the collection plate and pass it up and down. That wouldn't be very wise. Also, don't forget this. Parents work. Dad takes it to work. Mom takes it to work. But don't forget, Dad, we're collecting the money now. Oh, okay. So make sure they get that right. Now, what we're going to do inside of your packet, boys and girls, you're going to have a money envelope. The money envelope needs to be filled out like this. Our return date is October 2nd. Then student's name would be your name. Then put the advisory period that you're in. No checks, please. Remember, it's cash only. The order form that's in there, if you'll pull it out, it's to copy. When you write on the front page, it copies on the back. If you set this in your notebook and you do your homework on a page on top of it, we don't need your homework because it's going to copy all the way through to the back page. So watch how you handle this form. Make sure you do not separate them. If they separate, staple them together. Press hard when you're writing. Be careful with your order form, and here's how we take an order. First of all, you'll see at the top a blue arrow. Not on your order form, but here on the screen. The blue arrow shows you a number. You'll circle that number because that's part of your online store. And boys and girls, the online store is your friend. You'll like that. Then the next line, underneath where I have my blue arrow, is student's last name. Please print your last name neatly, each letter per box. Then the student's first name. Please print your first name neatly, each letter per box. Oh, don't forget your phone number. Now, Mr. Bill, why would we write phone number? In case there's a mistake on the order form, who would the people call to get the right answer? Class teacher team, that's going to be your advisory teacher, and Parkview TSP, Total School Program, because everyone's involved. Then over on the right-hand side, underneath the badge, it says date to return. That's going to be October the 2nd. Then underneath that, it says my sales goal. We're setting a goal of 20 items for each of you. Some of you can do 20 items. Some of you it's going to be harder for. Are you successful even if you sell one? Yes, because you started. You're more successful at 5, 10, and 20, and so we're going to reward that because the more you sell, the more you get. Now, moving on. Now that we filled out the information, boys and girls, would you look on the sample order on your order form? Pat Jones at 9991234 ordered an M11. She ordered one of them, and it was $5. She ordered two M2s, and they were $5 a piece. Not trying to insult you, but 2 times 5 is 10. That's why we put a 10 there. She didn't want anything else, so we add that up to $15, and we mark paid. Remember, Miss Jones, no checks, cash only. John Doe, 9994218. Now, Mr. Bill, do I have to put phone number? No, you can put apartment number or dad's work or address because this information is for you to deliver with. He ordered an M6, one of them at $4, an M12, one of them at $5, and changed his mind. So don't erase it, just mark through it like that. Then he ordered an M9, one of them at $7, but he ran out of room because he wanted an M4, one of them at $10. So we go to the next line. Now there's 12 lines on your form. Some people will want more than one item, so there's room for 20, but if you need more forms, your advisory teacher can get those from the office. Oh man, did you get all that? About 2 to 3 weeks later, a truck shows up at the front of the school. If you sold items, you'll have a box with your name on it. Customers' items packaged inside. Check your box to make sure everything's correct and that there's nothing damaged. If there's anything wrong, tell your advisory teacher and we will replace it from Express. That part of the program's over. Man, that's a lot to do, and many of you have done these before and been very successful. Now we're going to talk about something totally different. I talked to you a little bit about online store and emails a while ago. I'm going to give you now a quick step to open your own online store. We opened a mall today. It's a virtual mall. It's called the Parkview Intermediate TSP Mall. And each of you in this school get to open your own store in that mall. It doesn't cost you anything. You can't break it. You can't hurt it. And you make money for your school for 2 weeks. You can also add the amount that you sell online to your brochure sales for your awards at the end. So that gives you more opportunity to get some better things. Now, how does that work, Mr. Bill? Quick step. First of all, you'll log in and register your store on your search engine, on a computer, a laptop, a tablet, or your cell phone. You send the store to family and friends in the continental United States, not Alaska, Hawaii, Canada, or Mexico, because it's too expensive to ship to those places. Family and friends click on the email, they order items and pay for them with a credit card, and Express ships them to their house. You collect no money, you deliver no product, you just send emails. Could it be that easy? Well, if you've ever bought anything online, you know it is. The hardest things to do when you buy things online, first of all, is to get your mom's credit card, and secondly, to wait for it to get to the house because you want it right now. All right, here's how we do this. First of all, we go to our computer or our cell phone or anything we have email service. We get our search engine up, Yahoo, Google, or Bing, and we type in www.expressfirst.com. When you type that in, it takes you to a drop down. The drop down says Express Industries, and when you click on that, you'll go to our website. You're looking for sellers. Now, in a cell phone, it would reconfigure. It may not go across, it goes up and down. So when you get to sellers, you click on it, and it will take you to a portal. A portal is a gate or a door that opens. You need a key, and you have the key on the circled number on top of your order form. Remember that circle that you made on the order form? That's what you put down. You type it in that section. You'll only register one time. Once you've registered, from that point on, you'll be given a seller login, and you'll go in through your store. But let's register first. I put my first name here, my last name here, my email address, my teacher's name. When I push next, I'm out of the mall into the store. Bang, there's my store. At the top of the store, it has my group ID that I entered, and it gives me a seller ID number. From now on, that's the number you use to go in through the portal for your store. It will also have some information here that talks about you, your email address. It'll also have a subject line here. It will also have a place for you to type messages. Let's say Mom lives here and Dad lives in Dallas. Well, you can send the store to Dad, and you want to type in a message. Dad, don't forget to order some things for our school and send this to all your friends. Ooh, that would be smart, because his friends can help. You're not collecting any money or delivering any product, and they can still help your school. There's going to be a place right down in this area. It's not showing it on my screen, but it's going to be in red, and it's going to say, send emails. When you click it, it's going to look similar to this, and this is where you put your emails in. You can put in 1 or you can put in 20 at a time. Every time you send emails, it comes back empty, and you can send them again throughout the 2 weeks, multiple times a day. Once you send the emails, you can also go through your store, and there's an accounting room. Oh my gosh, it shows me how many items I sold and how much money I made. Can you believe this is all free to the school to use for you? And boys and girls, this is something that many of you have never done. You've bought things online, but you've never sold anything online. Wow, that's going to be a neat experience. You can't break it, you can't hurt it, you make money for your school, it doesn't cost you anything. Yes, it is that easy. Boys and girls, let's talk about success just a second. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to help our school. We're going to start today. We're going to spend 5 or 10 minutes a day. Sell about 20 items if you can. Do this for 14 days. Turn in everything on October the 2nd. Don't forget to log in your online store. It'll talk to you about how credit card sales work. Also, have fun with this. Now, in addition to your prize brochure that you have, and there's instructions on how it works, we have some other prizes. Your prize brochure is set up in categories, and you can pick what you want off your category. If you sell 20 items, you get that plus a 5-pound bag of gummy bears. Do you have any idea how large a 5-pound bag of gummy bears is? That's half of a 10-pound bowling ball. The top-selling advisory class in both 7th and in 8th grade gets a pizza party served by, yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, I want in on that. My favorite pizza, what's yours? Mine's free. If somebody's paying for it, I'm going to eat it. Top-selling student gets to be, yes, it's true, principal for the day. They get to go in and sit at Dr. Hassan's desk and be principal for the entire school day. That would be so fun. We'll probably even take your picture, put it on the school district's website, and maybe even get it in the newspaper. You'd be a star in this world. Wouldn't that be fun? Success is measured by your start, your work, and your finish. Start this today. Work steady throughout the 2 weeks. Do a little bit every day, 1 or 2 items. And be proud of what you've done to help your school. Whether you've sold 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, or 50 items, you've helped your school with lots of things. This is Mr. Bill saying thank you for the opportunity to help you. Go Cowboys!